Hi, I'm Bethanie Mattek Sands, and we are in Phoenix, Arizona, and it is the off-season time, so I am play testing a few rackets, and today we are going with the new 2024 Boom MP. In my play testing journey, I did pick up the prototype of this. It didn't make my final cut as I felt like they needed to make a few more adjustments on it. I was having to make too many shifts and changes on my strokes, which is something when I'm play testing rackets I look for. Do I need to change a grip to hit the forehand the way I want it? Do I need to toss differently on my serve? Do I need to stand somewhere different because I feel like the power range is adjusting and adapting? So for me, I'm gonna approach this with fresh eyes, a bright start. Let's get on the court, see how this one feels. First thing I'm noticing is the Boom MP is the exact same color as this court. It's actually a badass color. I would say when I was play testing this a couple years ago, when they were first sort of testing it out, I thought it didn't give me enough power, but this one is feeling a little bit different in the hand, so let's see how it goes. Yep. The feed is already better. Higher launch angle. Unlike the other racket I was play testing, the Speed MP, I missed the first ball, the feed in the net. This one was a good feed, so already I'm feeling better about this racket. All right, so it feels pretty consistent. Hitting my spots, I feel like I have to put a little, notice my breathing, right? I feel like I have to put a little more effort into the shots than I do with my gravity setup. Now, the thought on this is, do you like that feeling as a player? Do you like the feeling of going full go and it always goes in? For me, I like to see how little I can do, how efficient I can be, and get the most power out of my racket. So this one feels great. I'm ripping the ball, right? And I'm making all of them. This is a scenario where I would have to ask my hitting partner how my ball is feeling to him, right? Because for me, my feeling, I'm ripping the ball and I'm making it and it's going to my target, but I need to know, am I hurting them? Do they feel my ball is hitting the court and bouncing up and playing on their racket? It's a big difference. That was one of the big differences in the end when I finally went to the gravity. Was I felt really smooth, but my ball off the ground was super heavy. And one thing I noticed, and I saw this, was when I was playing with the other rackets that I was play testing, all my hitting partners could come up and take my balls early. Whereas when I started playing with the gravity, I noticed they all had to take a couple steps back and respect how heavy my ball was. And for me, just seeing that position change is worth it entirely. So you're balancing how you like to feel as a player, where you get confidence. Some people get confidence just knowing they can rope and it's always gonna go in. Whereas others want to be efficient. I want to be able to play a 3-set match and still feel smooth and efficient and get the most out of my racket, and I'm happy to learn how to control it. So this actually feels really good. I like it a lot better than the Speed MP for me. I feel like the trajectory is a better suit for my strokes. And it's super accurate. Like there's a lot of playability. I feel it on my racket. And in my hands. You can tell if you hit a little late, if you hit a little off center, so it's nice to get that feedback from your racket to know which adjustments to make in real time. All right, Steve, a couple more. Here we go. On the rise, slice, all the shots, huh? They're all going in, which gives you confidence too. But I still feel like I'm not able to push my opponent back right now. So I'm keeping this in the back of my mind, right? There's times where you pick up a racket and it's like an easy yes and easy no. And there's other times where you want to hit with it a couple times, but you have your initial reaction. So if I was play testing, and and looking to switch out of my racket, I would definitely keep testing this one out. And to be honest, I'm always looking for an advantage. So if I pick this up and I was like, it's way better than my gravity setup, I would definitely consider it. But I really feel like I've honed in my gravity specs. I've really felt out the shots and the angles and the targets that I want. And for me, this would be a little bit more of an adjustment that I'm looking to make, especially a couple weeks before I'm leaving for Australia. But otherwise, I'm gonna give this an A. I really like, obviously I love the color, I love the aesthetic, and it feels really good in the hand. Again, I love the head grip. I love the shape, and I definitely think if you're looking to be a consistent player and still swing out and get a lot of feedback into your hands, this is a really great racket to try. That was my review of the new Boom MP 2024. Head to tenniswarehouse.com for more reviews.